Mum always takes them to school, and they just sit there all the way to school for hours.
Trying not to get reflections in it. Can't be helped on a coach. Looking up Glencoe from the bridge at Ballachulish. Like so many of these narrow straits or openings to locks and things along the coast of the Highlands and Islands, in the very early years, the only way across was by small ferries. And here, prior to 1927, you literally, if you had a car, you drove it onto planks on a rowing boat and they rowed you across. The road through Loch Leven and along the North Shore wasn't open until 1927. And then, of course, with the advent of more tourism, more commercial roadways, obviously that road became pretty congested. And having been riding it myself, well, you've seen it's quite a twisty, turny road. But I mean, even before 1927, the only way up through towards Glencoe was over a very circuitous military road. So ferries were introduced here, and over the years they evolved into eventually 3 turntable ferries, but each of those turntable ferries could only take about 6 cars. And again, so much traffic on the road, so much tourism, they weren't adequate. So in 1975, the bridge that we're going across now was opened and the ferries retired. But not quite. You remember me talking about the Glenelg ferry? That ferry is one of the last of the turntable ferries from Ballachulish. I did mention that some time past when I wondered if the road going underneath it was part of the old railway track bed. No, it isn't. But when we come off this road, if you look to the right-hand side of this still frame, you'll see the main road as it curves round there. And that then takes it on the track bed of the old Oban to Ballachulish railway line. But what a lovely view. That is some view. It really is some view. Marvellous.
Where it starts.
That's the way to do it. Last look at Glencoe.
Yeah, we're crossing Rannoch Moor. Well, part of it.
Steven going up there.
Somewhere in the middle of all that is a railway station. I think that might be Loch Rannoch over there, but not sure. No, it's not. Bouncy, bouncy. Desolate. Just about see the... Oh yeah, there it is. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, running alongside the West Highland line. Goes across Rannoch Moor, Fort William. A bit of a gradient on that one. Fixed distance signal. Now head through the trees to the next station at Tyndrum Upper.
National Park. Now we
National
thought Loch Lomond's really similar to me, really familiar to me and Kevin when we were coming up here. We thought we'd touched on Loch Lomond when we did the Perth trip, but we didn't. We came through the Trossachs and we came through the Loch Lomond National Park. But it wasn't actually the loch. We didn't come anywhere near to the loch. We just came through the park area. Loch Laber. We don't get that close to it, but Loch Laber runs through up towards Loch Tay, which is a little bit further up.
Well, we're travelling through Glen Ogle now, and I've managed to stop this at a reasonable view of the Glen Ogle Viaduct with its 12 arches, originally planned to have 17. The Callander and Oban Railway was opened in stages between about 1866 and 1890. It was an extension of a line coming up from Edinburgh and eventually taken over by the Caledonian Railway, who obviously wanted access to the west coast of Scotland, but couldn't exactly run over the West Highland Railway metals. So the Callander and Oban was a useful addition to their stable, as it were, to gain access the extra 70 odd miles from Callander to Oban. This line sadly closed in 1965, and that's a shame because this would have been one of the most scenic railway routes in Scotland. I understand it's now part of a long distance cycle trail, but certainly this Glen Ogle Viaduct is quite spectacular.
So the following gruesome tale is factual, but it's included here in a section on legends since it's recounted for its sensational nature and became the inspiration for Sir Walter Scott's tale, The Legend of Montrose.
We are literally just on a quick toilet stop here, but I just had to say, welcome to Tannock Brae. Those of you of a certain age will remember Dr. Finley's casebook, which was filmed here in Callander, but this is possibly the only view I might get of it, apart from a view of the high street as we drive along. Like I said, this is just a quick toilet stop, and that's that. But I had to get this in.
Better roads, not too short a distance. I believe I was going to say Colin then, but I'm not with Colin. Kevin, sorry, we'll come and see if anyone wants another beverage. Colin. Yeah, somebody reminded me, Dr. Finley's casebook.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That was filmed in Callander.
Tannock Brae.
Now, one thing I haven't mentioned on today, I thought I'd wait till you all woke up a little bit. We do just happen to have a special big birthday on board today. A little birdie told me that Rose, it's your birthday today, Rose. Am I right?
No.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Forget that then, we do it tomorrow. Sorry, Rose, they all know now it's tomorrow. I do apologise. It's her 21st birthday tomorrow for Rose. But we'll deal with that tomorrow. I'm a day ahead of myself. I thought we were Friday today, but I forgot we're not.
Shame I can't get all these buildings in.
So yeah, Callander serves as the eastern gateway to the Loch Lomond and Trossachs National Park, which is the first national park in Scotland and often referred to as the gateway of the Highlands, to the Highlands. Dominating the town to the north of the Callander Crags, a visible part of the Highland Boundary Fort, which rises to 343 metres at the cairn. Ben Liddle, which is 879 metres, lies northwest of Callander. Popular local walks include the Bracklin Falls, Meadows, Callander Crags and Wood Walks. The Rob Roy Way passes through Callander, and the town sits on the Trossachs Bird of Prey Trail. Had a lovely story last time we visited here on the Perth trip, September last year. We stopped here, bit of a last minute impromptu decision actually, but one of the passengers had a grandfather who was based here in the war, and she managed to see the hotel he stayed at, which was quite emotional for her, which was a nice touch. I'm back up this way end of August myself actually for Rob Roy Macmillan Mighty Hike, which is a marathon hike around the Trossachs. We're doing crew management and logistics for the walk. There's about 2,500 hikers like either a marathon or half marathon distance. Raised something in the region of hoping about £1.2 million for the fantastic charity that is Macmillan Cancer Research. Similarly, he who holds Stirling holds Scotland is sometimes attributed to Robert the Bruce. Stirling's key position at the lowest bridging point of the River Forth before it broadens towards the Firth of Forth made it a good focal point for travel north and south.
Well, looking at the Wallace Memorial, don't know if we can get it in here. That's gone. I think that it's Stirling Castle up on the hills, if I can get to it.
I know somebody wanted a photograph of a logger lorry. Well, here's your chance. I'm going to be overtaking one in a couple of seconds. So if you do want a picture of a logger lorry to sort of just show everybody about them, albeit on a main road, but there you go, area. So the person that designed that also designed the Kelpies. I think Andy Scott's had about 70 different commissions over Scotland. I can't name many of them.
Travelling across the route of England. Now it's gone.
That's perfect. Cheers, mate. See you soon.
Are we going to? Very quick room review. It's basic. There's a mirrored wardrobe around the corner and a cubby hole. Not brilliant. Some pictures on the wall that are okay. Bed comfortable, but this wallpaper obviously not been put up very well, and it's just very basic this time, very basic indeed. However, I can do this without people seeing me. Just thought I'd show you a Harrogate sunrise. You've seen the building before, no need to go and film it again, but we're on a different floor this time, right up on the top. And if I move over to this side, the windows are very grubby. You can see the view over there. As I say, a good view, but a very basic room. But can't really complain. It's only one night on the way home, and it's all going to be service stations today, so there probably won't be any more filming to do. Been a lovely holiday, but all good things must come to an end.
See it from here, it's quite clear actually. You've got a lovely view of the Canary Wharf. You look just to the left of the Canary Wharf, the cluster of buildings, you can see the Shard. You can't always see it from here, sometimes it's overcast or hazy, but you can actually see the Shard today. Points up, tallest building in the UK.
I'm not on that side of the coach, so we're looking the other way. Towards Gravesend. And some of these oil terminals. You've got to do the bridge, haven't you? Wonder where that ship's going. South of the Thames, that's home ground now, isn't it?
Yeah.